You know, we've listened to all of the BS. TK, diesel deletes are never going to be legal. They're still prosecuting. Or are they? Because it looks like that prosecutions for people that were deleting diesels, they've come to a grinding halt. Not by the defense attorneys, the government. Roll it. So what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I've heard one of the biggest proponents from these, hate to say it, but libtard, tree-hugging, swinging from the ball sack of AOC people. I don't even know how that works, but has been, they're not actually, they're still prosecuting people for diesel deletes, TK. It's still illegal. Okay, maybe it is. I mean, there's a lot of things that are illegal that people don't get prosecuted for every day, whether you know it or not. Prime example, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen. Wyoming diesel delete case delayed. Accused hope it's a sign the EPA is backing off. Well, they are. Accused of deleting emission systems from diesel trucks in the heart of Wyoming's coal country, a Gillette man's federal plea, now he'd already said he wanted to plead guilty. Federal plea hearing was delayed this week. His defense attorney said it could be a sign the EPA is backing off. Or the law is about to change. No. Let's continue to read. Wyoming's new top federal prosecutor asked for a delay in the case of a Gillette man accused of tampering with diesel emission devices. The man's defense attorney says the delay signals a nationwide backing off from federal criminal delete prosecutions under the second Trump administration. Levi Creech faces one count of conspiracy to violate the Clean Air Act and one of tampering with a monitoring device in the U.S. District Court for Wyoming. Each is a felony. Together, they're punishable by up to 7 years in prison. Creech, 31, chose to take a plea agreement in July. The agreement and the allegations underpinning his case remain unavailable to the public because it's under seal. All right. He was scheduled to plead guilty on September 11th. But U.S. Attorney for Wyoming, Darren Smith, via Assistant U.S. Attorney Kerry Jacobson, asked the court for more time before holding that hearing. They said, quote, and pay attention here, the parties need additional time to research and discuss any proposed changes in the laws and regulations applicable to this case. And that was in a motion filed by Jacobson on September 9th. U.S. Magistrates Judge Scott Klosterman granted the motion and rescheduled Creech's change of plea hearing for October 16th. Creech's defense attorney, Stuart Cables of Hassan Cables Law Firm, said he's hoping the delay signals a chance the case will be dismissed altogether. Well, we're hoping he's not going to have to plead guilty, says Cables in Tuesday phone interview with Cowboy State Daily. We're hoping there's going to be a dismissal. He said other cases around the nation are leaning in the same direction. They're in negotiations where dismissal is a possible outcome. The new U.S. attorney is taking a look at Creech's case, added Cables. Well, what does this mean? What does it mean? It means, just like I said when everybody was in my comments going, oh, is this an I told you so video? Yes, it is. Remember when I got in the comments and I told you guys and people were posting, oh, well, they're still prosecuting people, TK. And I said that these prosecutions were left over from the Biden administration. And once the Department of Justice went over the cases and they're going to find out that this doesn't link up with the administration's policy, that this crap was going to get thrown out. And yeah, that's what's happening. And they're going to say, oh, it's just this. No. Did you read the article, what the attorneys said? It's happening nationwide. They're not going after people for deleting diesels anymore, ladies and gentlemen. So as much as people want to, say that people are still getting prosecuted for it, no, they're not. There were existing prosecutions that were open, and they have to go through that process. But as we're seeing now, they have a guaranteed guilty plea from this guy, and they don't even want to go to court. There's also the removal of the endangerment finding, HR 4117. If the Republicans can get off of the health care kick, they're going to attach that to the continuing resolution. All of those things would make these cases moot, and the U.S. attorneys know that. They also don't want to have a situation where somebody's convicted of something and then, they have to appeal and do all this other crap because the law changes. So, there you have it. Breaking news. Cases against people for diesel deletes are going, say it with me, nowhere. And oh, yeah, that's right. I told you so. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.